Hello, everyone. Today I'm with Gary Smith. He plays football for UCLA on the defensive line. Thank you for joining me today.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for having me.
Anytime. I'll start with my first question. How old are you when you started playing football?
When I first started playing football, I was 5 years old. I played for a little league team in my city, the Shelbyville Eagles. I went through it's a feeder program, so that program leads to middle school, which is also the Eagles, and then high school, which is also the Eagles. I've been an Eagle for life, and yeah, that's where I started for sure.
So that's pretty cool. Back in Shelbyville, Tennessee, at the feeder school and an Eagle always.
My whole career.
What was your biggest learning experience at Duke?
My biggest learning experience at Duke had to be how to lose and how to use a loss as a learning tool. You know, not saying it like that. It sounds bad, but my 2 years I was at Duke, we had some ups and downs. We had a lot of losses. So being able to take losing the right way, I guess that's how you word it. Because as I was younger in the feeding programs of the little Eagles to the big Eagles, we didn't really lose that much. We was always pretty good. So having to learn how to lose and how to take that and allow it to make you better. So that's probably the biggest thing I learned from it.
So kind of like not like overreacting. That's also like but motivating it to get you into a win in the future.
Right, for sure, for sure. That's definitely what it is.
To keep level headed.
Right, for sure.
In the transfer portal, what made you pick UCLA?
I just felt like UCLA was the best fit for me because it's ball and academics. Duke is the same way, ball and academics.
Mm-hmm.
So like it was very similar to Duke in that aspect, but I felt like UCLA was heading towards the right path, and I felt like we needed a couple more pieces, and I felt like I was one of those pieces we needed. Um, and yeah, I just felt like it was a great fit. Love the coaching staff, love the area. You
Mm-hmm.
know, I'm a Tennessee guy, but being in LA as a Tennessee guy, I've been enjoying my time out here for sure.
Yeah, so it just had everything about it, the location, the football, the academics. It's
Right.
like Duke, like I mentioned with the academics and the program's heading in a winning direction, and then kind of like a nice change of scenery, but like
Yeah.
from coming from the South probably. And then
No, it definitely is. It's definitely a difference, though. It's definitely a difference, but it's a good difference. I enjoy this difference. I feel like now that I've lived here in North Carolina and Tennessee, I feel like I can pretty much go anywhere and live and be okay.
yeah, but it's nice like not having the humidity and the
Oh,
sun.
it's definitely nice. It's definitely different for sure.
What was it like starting in the USC game, and how does it motivate you for the next time you play them?
That's a big game, a very historic game. So it was definitely an honor to start in the UCLA, the UCLA versus SC game. But in that game, that's when I had got injured. I got injured like the sixth play. So I didn't get to play all of the game. I feel like that's my
Cutting out a little bit. Am I here?
motivation.
Can you hear me? I just have some technical difficulties right now. Still recording, Gary.
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, like it kicked me out for a second. It's frozen.
There we go. That's a little better. I can
All
hear you now. It's all
right.
good.
Okay, cool. So yeah, it kicked me out, and then but now we're back.
Okay, cool.
So we were just talking about the USC game.
Oh yeah, the USC game. It was an honor to get to start in that game with it being such a historic rivalry. Um, but I got hurt in that game. It was like the sixth play. I remember exactly. I had got injured, and I used that as motivation for next year that I get to play them. Um, I'm excited to get to actually play in that game next year. So, just to beat those guys and do what we do.
Yeah, that's like you said, the historic rivalry. I mean, I've grown up watching it, always the crosstown rivalry. And, like my
Right,
mom would talk about when she'd go to that game, but too bad you got injured, but you can use that for motivation for the next time you play them and get the bell back.
right, for sure. You definitely got to get that bell back. Uh,
Yeah,
Playing
no,
a rivalry game like that, it almost reminded me of the rivalry game of Duke and UNC. I don't feel like it's as competitive. And what's crazy is it's a crosstown rivalry, just like this game I played in this year. But they have a bell as well.
oh really?
Yeah, they have a bell as well. So I thought that was pretty cool, like going from getting one bell to another. I think
Yeah,
that's
that is cool.
sure.
What was your favorite moment from this past season?
My favorite moment had to be from the Stanford game. Or can I have two?
Yeah.
If I got two, the two I pick is the Utah game. That was the game I came back from my Achilles injury. I came back, got a TFL, got two TFLs, another two tackles, I think. I'm not for sure. It was just a good game for me, just to see the guys happy that I was back on the field, to be happy to be back on the field, and just the energy we had as a whole collective was amazing. And then the other game I was going to mention is the Stanford game. It was a game after Oregon, so we lost to Oregon. So
Yeah.
a bounce back game, and all that week we was just practicing so hard. Like we practice hard every week, but this week it was like we were looking for blood. It was a revenge game. So uh to be able to play good in that game, it was definitely a wonderful moment for me.
Those are two great moments. Also, that Utah game, that was a huge game. Like, because, Utah had all the preseason hype and they're saying they're just going to come into the Rose Bowl and win. But no, you had
Right,
two tackles for losses.
right.
And that's Stanford. It's always good to be Stanford, and that was just a good rebound.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
What are your goals for next year?
My goals for next year is first I gotta stay healthy. That's one thing. I struggled with injuries this year quite a bit, but being a football player, that's how it goes sometimes. Just so to stay healthy. That's a great question. I'm glad you asked that. Staying healthy first. Um, with staying healthy, we plan on going into next season and taking week by week and doing what we do. No, I have a couple personal goals of like getting all conference. That's definitely a goal of mine. Um, but overall, I just want to be Pac-12 champs, and we want to be Pac-12 champs. So we're just gonna take it one day at a time and see where we land in December of next year.
And those are great goals. Is staying healthy so that you can help out the team for the every 12 games and then hopefully 13 with that Pac-12 championship.
Yeah, for sure.
Getting to play at Allegiant Stadium and bring him back home to Westwood.
Gotta bring it back home for sure.
And then that mean a CFP or Rose Bowl appearance.
Oh yeah,
That'd be amazing.
that would definitely be amazing, and that's something that we can possibly do. So Looking
Yeah,
forward.
definitely. I think so. The team, I follow it and it looks good for all the people coming in, returners.
Right.
How do you think the defense will be improved for this season?
Uh, so we're losing a couple of guys, but we're not losing a whole bunch of guys. So a lot of the guys that you've seen this year just got a year under their belt with this UCLA program, and then where most of us are coming back next year. So just to see the growth over this time we have now, the summer, the spring, and then coming back in the fall, it should be a dominant defense. Sometimes we had letdowns this year, but that's how football
Mhm.
goes. So I'm just excited for the next year coming up, and I know the guys are excited, and we're gonna put on the show for
That'll
sure.
be great. You guys have more experience now, you know, on that defensive line, and you guys will be scary. You got, you, Jay, the Murphys at the end.
Latu, Crosby,
Yeah, you
Dope,
know,
Magnet. I can name many guys. It's gonna be a sight to see
it will be, and that'll be great to watching.
for sure.
What do you like about the team going into this year?
I feel like we all have a common goal coming into this next year, just to be better than this year. I feel like this year we set a new standard, and every day you can feel guys like wanting to get past that. Like we're trying to get better and better and better. And when you got a team like that and a team that wants to get better each and every day, y'all most likely will. So I'm excited for that. And just seeing what the guys have been doing uh, as far as workouts and stuff like that. Like we don't even have mandatory workouts right now, but if you've seen how many guys are working out right now, you would think it was mandatory. So just to see that, and we're just excited for next season and seeing what we can do and accomplish next year.
So everyone's just working hard, they're even if it's not mandatory, because I know this is probably the time like you get the break during this time, but everyone wants to be better every day.
All
And
right,
like you said, there's like that expectation now getting over them 9 wins, a great season from where it was a few years ago, and just keep improving.
exactly. So we just stacking days, get better and better each day.
What's your message to UCLA fans?
My message to UCLA fans is thank you for the support from this year, through the ups and downs, the tough times, the good times, and my message is next year is going to be even better. Defense is going to be better. Everything is going to be better. I've just been seeing the guys. Me and the guys have been uh, really putting in major work. We're gonna bring in a dog mentality, uh, and just I've been seeing guys that are at a point where we refuse to lose, even if we do lose. That that's not gonna break us. It's not gonna be, oh, that's just another UCLA season. Nah, like we're gonna fix it. We're gonna get it done this year for sure.
Yeah, that makes me happy, and I'm sure for all the UCLA fans that are watching, that's just moving forward. Like, because one loss, that's not going to define the season. There's time to rebound and get the next win.
Right, exactly. And we're having that mindset this year for sure.
That winning mindset, that no one's better.
Facts.
How would you describe yourself off the field?
Off the field, I'm a pretty reserved guy, I would say. Some would say different. Laid back, chill, funny. I like the music. We all listen to music, stuff like that. Uh, Overall, just a regular guy.
It's just laid back, but then you can get the group laughing kind
Yeah, for sure,
of. That's always good. You need that.
for sure. Everything can't be too serious. Like,
Yeah, you can.
but like that's just what makes it fun. I
Yeah,
just be a fun guy, especially around my teammates, people I meet, stuff like that. You're gonna get the same me regardless.
yeah, definitely.
For
Then the
sure.
last question I have is for fun. You get to take any 3 NFL players to dinner. They could be past or present. Who are you taking?
Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one. All right, so I don't want any of my NFL teammates to get mad at me, but the three I'm taking is Warren Sapp, Warren Sapp for sure, Aaron Donald, and I gotta go Kenny Clark. I'm gonna go Kenny Clark, UCLA alum.
UCLA, yeah,
Yeah,
on
I'm
the
taking Kenny.
Packers.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That'd be a great dinner. The experience. You got a ring with Aaron Donald, Warren Sapp, Hall of Famer.
Right.
Should be a lot of cool stories too. I'm sure that they'll have to share.
Exactly, and they'll be able to teach me a lot. And Warren Sapp is hilarious, so I would love to just sit, talk to Warren Sapp, and pick his brain a little bit about different things and different things I can improve on.
Yeah, he seemed cool. Like I saw him in a little bit of that Coach Prime documentary.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
He's a,
yeah, for sure be a good dinner. And then Kenny from UCLA to the NFL.
for sure.
All right, thank you for taking the time to join me today.
Oh yeah, no problem, man. Thank you for having me.
Anytime.